All right, so in my first ModelBuilder video about parameters, I mentioned that I would show you how to set the overwrite. So you could overwrite existing outputs in your model, but I actually forgot to do that. So let me show you how to do that here, and then I'm going to show you how I cleaned up my model so it looks a little bit better, the model tool that I created. Okay, here we have our model, and we want to set those overwrite options. So overwriting will allow you to run the model from this canvas and have the same output names for whatever your outputs are. They will always be the same wetlands buffer, or any of your tools in ArcMap for that matter. So let me start again, sorry. So we're going to geoprocessing options, and then you'll see right here at the top, under general, overwrite the outputs for geoprocessing operations. We just check this button. We will start overwriting the outputs for our geoprocessing operations. So this will work in your model, in the model canvas that we're seeing here in the edit side. It'll also work if you just want to run a dissolve tool or something. The second thing I wanted to show you was changing what your model tool looks like. So this is the tool we're creating for our model. And you can see that it's changed from how you saw it in the last video. In the last video, I left something out, so I had to add it back in. It was kind of messy, where it was all the buffer distances at the top and then renaming the buffer outputs at the bottom. So this is a little bit more logical flow. So it goes the buffer distance to the output to the buffer distance for parks, the parks buffer output. And then we'll add in, I'll show you how I did that by showing you how to add in, again, the parameters for the ESA's buffer. So the first thing we'll do is right click and go to make variable from parameter. We want that distance field. And we will rename it ESA buffer distance to make this a little bit bigger to see it. And then we'll go ahead and set that as a parameter. Right click on that parameter. Check model parameter. So the little P pops up telling you that it's part of the tool. We'll then make our output a parameter. So this will prompt us, the user of that tool, to always change the name of the output file. So we can see here I've renamed all of these. So they say wetlands buffer output, parks buffer output, ESA buffer output. The idea for that is that's what we're seeing here in these green bubbles are what we're going to see on our tool itself. So if I open that up, we'll see that we have the wetlands buffer output, parks buffer distance, parks buffer output, ESA buffer distance, ESA buffer output. So this is good for if you're having someone else run your model, or if you just wanted to keep a better track of what you were doing. We could go in and change our model if we wanted to. But in this instance, you would have to change the outputs, the output name. So here we're not overwriting because it's part of our tool here, because we set these parameters, we cannot overwrite. So it's warning you that if you use this name, you would be overwriting it. So we can change this to, let's say we want to change parks to a mile. We can change it to parks and then 1 mile buff. So this is a great way for you to do like incident numbers or distances of your buffers, or adding something into the name of your output so you know which one it is. And then let's see what errors we get when we hit OK. Okay. Parks. Oh, I don't have the parks. How did that get out of there? Hold on. Okay, so I added the parks back in, and you'll see that the model has started. So that's how you just redo your parameters, so they're a little bit more in order. I can't open it now because now I'm making my computer angry. Shoot, where did that warning sign go? Well, anyway, it's working its way through the model, so hopefully that clears things up about making your parameters look nicer and setting that overwrite feature for your model.